How to be successful in high school. I know you're in high school because you want to one day get your dream job. You want to, earn a comfortable income so that you don't have to struggle. And as I've said before, and I'll say it again, the school system only going to take you so far in life. So if it is you want to work for other people, yes, going to school at the highest level is for you. If it is you don't intend to work for someone else, but you just want to become a business owner, then going through the full system and college is not going to get you there, right? Take it from someone like me who have been in college and studied business. I've studied business for 9 years, both from high school and college combined, and has not gotten the information I have gotten from taking courses from successful business persons. But back to the main thing for this video: how to be successful in high school. All right, so seeing that a number of teachers and schools doesn't finish the syllabus or the curriculum, or some persons may call it a course outline, you need to get a copy of the course outline or get a copy of the syllabus. So once you get a copy of the outline, so you know it's like a study guide, you know what topics were covered, what has to be covered, then your next step will be to study the topics and stay on top of the material. So you can just study ahead of the teacher once you have a teacher, and so that you will be ahead as much as possible. Because I know in the Caribbean specifically, students have to do SBAs, and when you have to do SBAs, as some students are experiencing right now in March 2024, and around this time there's a lot of students doing SBAs, and nothing wrong with them doing SBAs. The issue is the mismanagement from the school system that causes students and parents to be under excessive stress for leaving SBAs for last minute, so close to this big final CSEC exam. So it's ridiculous in terms of what is going on in the Caribbean. I know different countries have different exams, but in terms of the Caribbean, it is crazy when students should be spending their precious time at this moment to prepare for the two bigger papers or the 80% of their marks. Another thing would be to revise a couple hours per week, sorry. So I know some students don't like to revise. Some persons like to read. Reading is their thing, and whatever subject they are studying, they are passionate about it, so they would read. So if you are a great reader and you like to study, kudos to you, keep it up. Those who don't like to study, you want to on average prioritize outside of your school and your classes 4, 5, 6, 7. It depends on how difficult the subject is and what grade you want to obtain. So you want to be clear on the grading scheme and stuff, and make sure and revise, because what you don't revise, you don't remember. Another way of saying is that revision is the key to remember everything you have learned. Just like how when we, our favorite artists come up with a nice song, and you like the song, and you keep singing it over and over, because the first time you hear the song, you don't know the words, you don't know the lyrics, so you might mumble through until you just play it over and over, and then eventually you can sing it by heart. It's the same thing you're supposed to apply to your studies. It's just that persons don't really like studies. Not everybody, but a higher volume of students don't like studies as much. So what will happen, they they don't keep studying as much as they'll listen to a song over and over, right? So, and there are creative ways to learn. So make sure and include creative ways to learn, such as might be watching videos. Like YouTube have a lot of videos. Make YouTube your study hub. If you like video and audio, there's some quiz platforms on the internet. There are other resources you can utilize. It's like audiobooks. If you like to listen, you're on the go. Make sure and do your reading as much as possible. If you like to see photos, depending on what subject you're doing, you could use photos as well as a form to revise and remember your work. So you have to mix up your learning, know what you like, what will spark that interest in you wanting to learn, and do a mixture of the various methods that you prefer to learn by. Another thing you want to do is, oh no, you cannot read everything, so read wisely. So yeah, usually, even in the textbook, every topic that's in your textbook are not usually covered in the syllabus or the curriculum. So even if you read the entire textbook, you might be reading stuff and wasting time based on what is not on the syllabus, which means it's not going to come at all for the examination. So in a case like that, you want to, as I said, the first thing, get the curriculum and or syllabus so you know which topics that you should spend your precious time reading, because lost time cannot be regained. So you want to spend your precious time preciously. Okay. Yeah, so read wisely and read and study what is most likely to come. And the last tip that will help you to be successful in your studies is do broad learning. This is one of the best things I think I've ever learned in university. Within my first semester, from a couple lecturers, to learn broadly. What does that mean? If it is you're studying principles of business, right? And yes, you might have a teacher, or some of you have two teachers, and one teacher explain in this way, the other one explains a little different, and you kind of understand it, but you want a broader understanding or a clearer understanding, or you want to be able to explain it in a way that you're not cramming. You go on YouTube like I used to do when I was studying, and check for that same topic or that subtopic, and listen a few other teachers teaching that same topic, and then you realize that it'll be easier for you to understand, and you don't have to study as hard, because now you don't have to do this one way. You could choose from a variety of ways to write the question or to answer the question, and it makes learning easier, and helps you to understand better as well. So make sure and utilize broad learning. So those are some of the important tips that you will want to utilize in order to be successful in high school. And if you have questions, you can drop it in the comments and stuff. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all in another video. Bye.